you know I do to make it through the times we had. I see it now, I see it now. Real love, now I'll break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
Hey peeps, hope we're all keeping well. If you're new to the channel, my name's Cam and welcome to Self-Made. Now, I was flying the drone just to capture some aerial shots, and when I went to go and take the drone out of the air and collect it, I might have sliced my thumb. Don't know if you guys can see that, but if you just look here, just there, if it will get focused, nope. We're not going to get focused, but basically I've sliced it. Yeah, it's starting to bleed now. Look. So I'm just compressing it, as you do. There's a pressure on it. But anyway, so in today's episode, or say today's theme, I'm going to basically go over some things that I've seen on social media that I think you can better deal with. You know, people stress you out, people fire hate comments, all that bullshit. So without further ado, let's go. Right then peeps, I have to keep watching this thumb now. It's good to be driving automatic, so I have to change gear. Right then, so let's head home, because I need to get a plaster for this, because it is pissing out with blood. And I don't mind blood, but I don't want it over my car. So, close my door, that would help, wouldn't it? Right then. Thought I'd capture some nice aerial shots and stuff, and then yeah, slice my thumb, which is not helpful. So, but we live and we learn, guys. So it was very, very windy, and then that's when, as I went to go grab the drone out of the air, the wind just gave a sudden gust, and it just blew straight across, you know, straight across my hand. So. Right then peeps, that's my thumb all sorted, all wrapped up in the plaster. So you shouldn't get any more excessive bleeding coming out of that bad boy. I've wrapped it up quite tight. But we won't focus, so I can't really show you. Doesn't matter. So the first tip is, choose to either absorb or deflect. So does it seem familiar? Pick up your phone, you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or swiping on Snapchat. You're looking at stories, or you're looking at, you know, captions or comments, and you come across something and you think, that's aimed at me, or it's aimed at somebody else. Now you can either do one of two things. So you could either, really? Okay, you're going to try and come at me like that. Okay. So you think you're funny, you better watch your back, and you know who you are. Now, one, that sounded negative, and two, you can see you're reacting to something that's obviously going to go wrong. So you're absorbing that information. You're absorbing that hate, you know, that somebody put out there. So what I personally like to do is I like to deflect. So I would personally do this. Oh, okay. Okay, that's quite... Well, I think they're struggling with something there, because they're going on about that, but then if they had a problem with me or somebody, they would have just contacted them directly. you wouldn't just put a comment out there, would you? You'd contact the person. So, okay, just keep scrolling. Now, I know it can be really, really difficult not to react to stuff, but if someone's got a problem with you, they'd either call you, DM you, video call you, they would try and contact you if they had a genuine problem with you. So why absorb stuff that you see online? You know, why absorb a hate comment? It's just pointless. If somebody really, really hated you or they were really upset with you, they'd contact you directly. They'd say, do you know what? I don't like you, or you did this to upset me, or... But they haven't. They've gone on their story or they've left a hate comment somewhere. And at the end of the day, I mean, the way I look at it is they're experiencing one of two things. They're either struggling with something in their own life and they don't know how to express their feelings, so they just fire shit out there just to hurt other people. Or secondly, they could be looking at something that you've got and they're jealous. And they're just like, oh, I'm jealous of that person and I'm just going to throw hate. It happens all the time. So you can either absorb or deflect. Also, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just currently editing the start of today's video that you'll be seeing now. So I am just looking at the drone footage, making sure it's all sorted, it's all well edited and nicely rendered. And looking good so far. Probably not the best edit, but it'll do. And then I've now got to do that. So let's get into it. Nothing wrong with a bit of pre-workout. Now it's time to go and head downstairs and do this home workout. So let's get it. That's a wrap. Nice little home workout. Now it's time to change out of these into a good old dressing gown, because you just can't beat them, can you? Right then, so I'm now just going to make some fajitas. Now it's the moment of truth. Good homemade fajitas. My second tip is going to be, don't react. So when I say don't react, I literally mean don't react, whatever you do. Because there are attention seekers out there And social media is the easiest way of getting to people. So, well, one of the easiest ways anyway. So, whatever you do not react. So, even though it can be really difficult not to react, if you react, then I'm pretty sure you've heard that phrase, adding fuel to the fire. Now, you don't want to be the person who's adding that fuel to the fire. If anything, you want to extinguish it. So, if someone fires a comment or they try to get a reaction out of you, soon as you react, you'll just keep adding and adding and adding to it. And most people who attention seek and they go and hate to attention seek and get a reaction out of you, they'll just end up carrying on and they will not get bored of it. But even though it can be insanely difficult not to react, the more you resist it and the least you react, then they'll get bored. I can assure you for a fact that is literally how it works. It's one of those things where it could take a week, a month, or a year, but those bullies or haters or whatever you want to call them, they will eventually stop. And you just need to make sure you don't react. So regardless of the circumstance, regardless how personal it could be, do not react. Trust me, it works if you just don't react. I literally had this thing a few months ago. Literally, someone in the club, they approached me, they tried to have an argument with me and a confrontation. I literally ignored them, and then they just walked on. But if I reacted, then not only am I reacting and making myself look as bad as them, but also it could have got so out of hand and people could have got hurt. And let's be honest, in today's society with coronavirus, we've got bigger worries. So let's not react to shit like that. And not only is it the wisest decision not to react, but also you can implement this into even just small things of resisting the itch, that you have on your arm or anything. So just don't react. And whatever you do, be safe and make the right choice. And then I also have a third tip. You do you. And when I say you do you, I literally mean do what you want. Obviously, don't react. But literally just carry on with whatever you're doing. Focus on your job. Focus on saving money. Focus on just living your life. And then all those haters, they'll eventually look and be like, oh, do you know what? Didn't get through to that guy or that girl, but do you know what? I'm going to have to move on to the next person. And yes, it shouldn't be like that. People shouldn't move on to other people, but at least you won't be getting the hate. And then if other people don't react as well, those haters will eventually just have nothing to fire back with at all. So just you do you, grind to shine, do your own shit, be successful, and enjoy life. Just embrace it, as I always preach. Embrace life. So you do you. And that's the video, guys. Nice and short and simple. But literally just remember to either absorb or deflect. Deflect. Definitely deflect. Don't even think about it. Then if you make sure you don't react, that's definitely going to help you. That goes for anything, whether it's hate comments, people just trying to get any reaction out of you, just don't react. Okay? Don't lower yourself to that level because you're a lot better than that. And of course, the third thing, you do you. Just live your life. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Go and spend some time with, well, can't spend time with your friends now because of coronavirus, but just go and enjoy your life as much as you can. Socialize with people in the right way online. Don't hate. Don't spread abuse or bullying. It's not worth it. And to be fair, you will just look ridiculous if you end up doing that anyway. But hope you guys enjoyed this anyway. And you guys will enjoy next week's video too. So in the meantime, please leave a like, hopefully without a cut thumb like me. Subscribe, turn those notifications so you don't miss a new video. And whatever you do, be safe, embrace life, and of course, be self-made.